What's up, everybody? Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Night to talk to you about physical media, about Blu-rays, 4Ks, and even DVDs. However you like to buy and own the movies and TV shows that you love. Put them in a library and be able to watch them when and how you want. If you're a physical media collector, or you want to be a collector, or you just like talking about movies, I think you're in the right spot. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you like this video, a like would be greatly appreciated, and a share. So there's the spiel. Let's get into what we're doing today. It's going to be a fairly okay, I was going to say it's going to be a fairly quick video, but it probably won't be because I'm hyped for this stuff. Now, this is an unboxing. I tried to do this once already. I got interrupted. Didn't work out. So these things have already, part of them have already been opened, but we're going to go through it together because I still didn't get to go through it. I had to stop what I was doing and restart the video. So let me just show you. Let me cover up my address here. You know this tape, right? You know that tape? That's the Vinegar Syndrome tape. You missed me struggling to open it with this screwdriver, which is a very dumb tool for opening, but that's what I have. So let's crack into it. Very excited for this. Been waiting for these things to come for a long time. They're wonderful packaging. Love how they package their stuff. So, yeah, we've got one movie from one of their partner labels and one from Vinegar Syndrome proper. And let's see if I can see what the partner label is. Special limited edition, spot gloss and embossed slipcover, designed by Tony Stala, limited to 2,000 units, and only available through our website and select indie retailers. Okay, who's the partner label? Yellow Veil. That's it. That's what I was looking for. Is Yellow Veil, and it's sad that this is not being put out by a larger boutique. This really deserves second sight or arrow treatment, but I'm thrilled to have it. And once you see it and we talk about it, you'll know why, because we've done, this is part of a subgenre of film that we have talked about on here before. And what we're talking about, if I can see my screens here, what we are talking about is the 2004 film. Come on. 2004 film Calvary. Or Calvare. I don't speak Calvare. Yeah, Calvare. I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak French, so we could struggle with this a little bit. I previously had this movie on a DVD, and you're going to see, because the inside cover is reversible, because this is what Vinegar Syndrome does, and it reverses to the original DVD artwork and what I also believe was the original poster art. But this is a stunning slipcover, spot UV, and embossed titling right there. We take it out, and there's the original cover art right there. All right, so let me tell you. Let's just look inside real quick. Then I'll tell you about this movie. I'm going to show you the trailer, actually, so we can kind of have it as a refresher. Basically, what you have here, and there's a little booklet. This is not one of those perfect bound, stunning, Arrow Video books. Is a very thin book. It is very similar to what we used to get from Criterion, though, so that's cool. There's essays in here, and there's, make sure, behind the scenes and photos and stills. Yep, we can show that. And then on the inside, I'll show you what the other art it has. Just a riff on the cover art there. So I am very happy to have flipped that to its original DVD and poster art. What does it say? Calvare and Crucifixion. Oh, this is the name of the book. Yeah. So this is a French film, and this came out right in the midst of the French, new French extremism movement of films, and this is most definitely one of those movies. You know, all you guys out there always talking about, oh, what's the most disturbing movie of all time? And everybody goes to Serbian film. You haven't seen a lot of films, if that's your choice. Cavalier, whatever. This is right up there. Now, this doesn't give it to you easy. You got to wait for it. So the film is essentially about a guy who's a performer, and he's traveling. His vehicle breaks down in a little kind of like village, and they don't want to let him leave. It's sort of, if you mixed Misery and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you would be getting close to what Calvaire is. Now, it's a slow burn, so it's only an hour and a half, though, so it's not that slow of a burn. Let's take a look at the trailer, and it'll give you some vibes. Okay. Ask the pig. Ask the pig, indeed. So that's Calvaire. It is a film, I think. I was trying to remember, maybe it was an old company like Elite Disc or something like that originally put Calvaire out. And it was only on DVD for a long time. And randomly, it came out of nowhere from Yellow Veil as part of Vinegar Syndrome's early announcements this year, and I was lucky enough to get a copy of it. Now, if you would like to get your own copy of it, and I'll show you a little bit about the movie here real quick. We're doing this live. I don't have time to do like hardcore cut video, so I'm kind of just flipping through this with you guys. Let me just pull this up. No, this is the wrong thing. Close that. And let's do this. We need to share a tab. I'll share it with you from the Vinegar Syndrome website. Here it is, still available in limited edition. It is not a bad price. $27.99 is not bad. Now, this is not going to be full on, you know, quite as packed bonus feature wise as Vinegar Syndrome proper would be. I think the standard edition is available. Yeah, you can switch to that. You save literally $2. So why would you? Get this beautiful slipcover while you can. Let's see. I wanted to see if I could tell. There it is. 581 copies left. So this is not going to sit around for very long. So I would advise picking it up. So we talked about what the film is about, what's on the disc. It's a Region A Blu-ray, so if you're in another country, then just be aware. HD remaster created from original print with new color grading, supervised by the cinematographer. So that's awesome. I wish it was 4K, but hey, we'll take what we can get. There's an introduction from the director. There's commentary with the director and Manu de Molmeister, who's a production designer. I like that. I always like to hear from production designers because they've got to make all this stuff look visceral. And this movie does definitely has that look. Calveri's casting tapes, interesting. Interview with the director. That's cool. Let's see. New transfer of Fabrice Duwais was a short film, A Wonderful Love, from the original 35 millimeter. I've never seen it. Excited to give it a look. There's a behind the scenes slideshow, which is probably just still images. Calveri's production Bible from Manu de Mulmeister. Production Bible that'll be on screen reading, probably, which is not necessarily my favorite. Calveri's original storyboards. I do like that. Storyboard to scenes featurette. I like that. I love seeing those comparisons. There's an essay from writer Jack Sargent. Now, I hope that's a visual essay type of thing with it, where there's clips from the movie that are specifically referenced in his essay. That'll be okay. There's a new teaser trailer and English subtitles, but sounds like we don't even get the original trailer, which is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Even if it was in low res, something grabbed from YouTube, I wish the original trailer was on here. That's a big loss, you guys. But this is a movie that falls right into the new French extremism era of filmmaking. I think I'm going to do another video on that as I collect more of these films, because this is going to be a banner year for new French extremism, because Frontiers is getting a new release. I have a Blu-ray of it, but it's getting a new release. High Tension, I think, is also getting a new release. We just got Martyrs. So there's a lot of things coming from that era of cinema. So it may warrant doing a fresh video on it. But anyway, it's 500 something copies left, 581 copies left. It is only $27.99. That is a great price for a VS partner label release, and it comes highly recommended for me. This movie messed up my mind. It is twisted as hell. Like I said, a slow burn, but definitely worth the investment. All right, the next film we got is something that's a little more familiar. There's only two in here. It's just a cool little package from Vinegar Syndrome, and it's a Vinegar Syndrome proper release. Shouldn't have closed that Vinegar Syndrome website because I could use it again. This has actually been out for a while, and I wanted to get it. I wanted to prioritize other things, so I just hadn't gotten it yet. And I saw that the numbers were dropping, so I'm so happy that I ended up getting it. Let's see. And it is the 4K of Death Wish 2. This is a Charles Bronson thing. I kind of been feeling some Charles Bronson lately. I just want to collect up some of his 70s and 80s action movies, because he's an interesting action guy, because he doesn't have that, perfect guy look like Bruce Willis has or some of these other guys. He looks like just a regular old dude, and he kind of in the action movies of the 80s, he kind of played that up a little bit. He was just your regular guy. That had to do what he had to do. On the inside, we go to the inside, and there is the traditional artwork in the 4K. Let me just open it up here. Try and get it open without doing any damage. Come on. It's actually packaged in reasonably thick plastic here. All right. And let's see if we've got anything on the inside. I'm really happy that I was able to get this slipcover. All right. Again, there's the front and the back. The old classic VHS artwork. Probably the poster too. I'm just not sure. Nothing happening here on the inside, but we do get artwork on the Blu-ray and the 4K. So that's cool. Let me see if there's reversible art. There is reversible artwork. I think, though, it just plays on the slip. Yeah, the reversible art is just basically what's already on the slipcover. That is cool, though, if you don't get the special edition, because I think the slipcover art is very good. I actually quite like it. I'm always a fan of going original art if you can, because it's just part of the nostalgia of these type of movies. And I got bad news for you guys. Let me just pull this up. Let me just share this with you. Let's see. Well, it's bad news and good news. Okay. So there it is. The bad news is you can't get the slip anymore. The slip version has sold out. So you just get this one, this standard. You get it without the slip box. Same release. It's just without the slip box. Good news is it is down to $29.99. This was a little bit more expensive. It's showing retail $44.99. It was never that. I think the slip box version was $32 or $35, something like that. But it did sell through, and now they have the standard edition, but there's only 715 copies left. So I think it'll be around for a while, but when halfway to Black Friday hits, you probably get a deal on this standard edition. I bet the price will come down to like $22, and it's going to sell. It's going to sell out. So this one is different than the first one. Paul Kersey is back. He's still Paul Kersey, but in the original film, his wife was killed by thugs and he had to go and take revenge. And this one, his daughter is killed and his housekeeper. This one features Jill Ireland, who was his wife at the time. They did a handful of movies together where she played some other part within the film. So, there's my phone. Thank you for whatever update that was. On this disc, though, it's pretty packed. You get the 4K. It says Region A, but okay, phone. But 4Ks, as we know, are all region. So that's just what they feel like they got to say. And then 4K presented in high dynamic range, which is obviously it's an HDR. I think it's probably just HDR10 though. Newly scanned and restored in 4K from its 35 original camera negative. So it should be quite stunning. I trust Vinegar Syndrome. Alternate TV version restored in 2K from its 35 millimeter inner positive. Not quite as good a quality on that one, but it's the TV version. We're just watching that for nostalgia, really. Pass. An interview with screenwriter David Engelbach. Okay. I'm down for that. Working with Bronson is an interview with actor Robert F. Lyons. All right, here for it. Dark Parts is an interview with actress Robin Sherwood. Okay. Fights in the Theater. An interview with Todd Roberts, son of executive producer Bobby Roberts. Okay. Hopefully he has something that matters other than being the son. It's an audio commentary with author and historian Paul Talbot. Paul Talbot always has a lot of interesting things to say, but this is not what I would have preferred for an audio commentary. Then we get the theatrical trailer, and then, of course, reversible cover art. And then, they always mention subtitles. So not as packed as I would have liked. I thought this was more packed. Why didn't we get any archival interviews with Charles Bronson? I have the original. Do I have it here? Yeah, I have the original release right here. Let's see. Hang on. Let me bring up my screen here. Too many screens open, you guys. Too many screens open. All right. Now let's turn this off for a second. All right. So here's the original Blu-ray that I have. And let's see what we have for special features, just to see if there's anything making this a must keep. Because if there's extra features here, then that's going to be a thing. Let's see. They have the theatrical cut and unrated cut of the film. It says both the theatrical cut and the unrated cut. So do we get that on the 4K? New audio commentary with author Paul Talbot, which we get. And then there's a theatrical trailer. That's it. So my only question is on the cuts. Is the one that we have in the 4K, is it uncut? This one actually, this is put out by, this was a Shop Factory release. So it was a relatively decent release. If I find out they're the same, maybe we'll do a giveaway. And then we have this artwork here on the inside, which is very reminiscent of the new artwork that's on, is it the same? That's on the new release. It's pretty much the same. Okay, I guess they just repurposed it. I mean, look at it. Pretty much the same. So that's the Scream Factory release. So really, it appears we get a few new actor interviews with some of these side actors from Death Wish, which I always appreciate. I'd rather hear from the catering person, from Crafty, or from the transportation person than just some historian sitting and talking. I just would. I want to be more grounded, kind of as part of the movie, as part of the making of the movie experience. That's just me. I know I'm different than other people. But if you guys want me to do some kind of giveaway with this one, let me know, because it sounds like we're pretty good. I would wager that this 4K is the unrated cut. I am going to double check, but I'm pretty sure that. I mean, that only makes sense with Vinegar Syndrome. So there you go. That's my two new additions to the collection from Vinegar Syndrome. We've got the Death Wish 2 from them proper, and then we've got Calvaire from Yellow Veil Pictures. If you want this slip box, I highly recommend you making the order, because that one's going to go. I mean, you've already missed this one. But to be fair, this has been out for a long time. This came out last year, and I just kept watching the numbers and waiting. If it was over 1,000 pieces left, I just waited and ordered other things that were more immediate. And this one started to come down. It got down to 200 something copies of the limited edition, so I had to jump on it and add it to the collection. So that's my pickups. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's talk about these releases. And until next we meet, pull something cool off the shelf, share it with your friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films and TV. You see right down there my other info on Letterboxd and on TikTok. Follow me up on those platforms. I'm always doing giveaways and doing really great conversations with followers on those places. So hit me up there too. Until next we meet, I'll see you soon.